all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Ah, what a lovely romantic moment between both of them. Ooh, careful! You almost spilled the drinks.
What?
Yeah, what?
Take that down before there's trouble.
Ooh, what a cute cat! I don't know why we always see cats in video games. Every video games will have
Bandage
cats.
that up, please.
Hey everyone, this is Jesslyn and welcome to my channel. Right now we are going to start a new game because based on my recent poll, you guys voted for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and here it is, guys. I don't know any of the characters of this game because I never watched The Witcher 3 from the TV series. I think you guys have watched this before from Netflix. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I used to have 1 month free trial of Netflix, but after that I cancelled it. It is because I do not have enough time to watch TV and movies, other stuff from Netflix. So yeah, I spend most of my time playing games and upload videos to my channel for you guys. So yeah, I never watched this show before on Netflix. Okay, so you guys can always give me tips about this game. I know most of you all have played this game before. Yeah, so I know this game is going to be a very long gameplay. It's gonna be a long story for this game. Yeah, so let's get right into it. I wanna make this to be brighter as usual. Okay, I guess this is good enough.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified,
Okay.
clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic.
Nice.
Yet we did not banish it.
That is like
instead
Northern
studying the
Lights.
vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? One so-called
I think this is the main character. Yeah,
the ways of foul
I don't know
sorcery.
his name.
Their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds.
Oh my gosh, that hate.
Flogged by war.
Be hated.
The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Oh, I thought that would be like a cutscene to start the game. I didn't know we still have to do some settings here. Okay, options. I'll need to adjust the audio first. I'll make it to 75 or 80. Okay, so the strong attack will be triangle, fast attack is the square, jump is circle, X is to sprint. Alright, how about guard? Do I have any guard here? Okay, I hope there will be a tutorial later on. Can play. Oh yes, what about the subtitles? I need subtitles. Language. Oh, it's already on. Alright, that's good. Korean, Chinese. Nope, I will stick to English. I can't read Chinese. I also can't read Korean. Okay, credits back. There are Hearts of Stone expansion pack and Blood and Wine expansion pack. I don't think I have that 2 expansion pack. I only have the base game, which is this. Okay, new game. Just the story. Enjoy a smooth ride through the world. Story and sword. You are happy to be challenged. Blood and broken bones. You're a seasoned, demanding gamer. You are truly insane and loving it. I'll go for story and sword. Okay, select. Show tutorials, of course. What is this? Simulate Witcher 2.7 to save. Okay, on then. Ooh, wow, I didn't expect the graphic is to be this nice. A cutscene? Oh my gosh. Oh, the horse. Be hated horse. Ooh, ow. Oh, that is so disgusting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, is he investigating something? Who is that bird? The soundtrack of this game is incredible. kind of power? Wow! Is she good? Wow! Just wow! Is this bird with her? Yeah. Who is that girl with the bird? Oh, that bird is just an object. Crystal. He's sleeping. I can't read that. Witcher keep banks of the Gwent ledge. Oh, I thought whose feet is that? He has a lot of scars on the chest. Scorpion! Oh my gosh! Please! Oh my gosh, he's going. If you know, if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, is that thing going to bite him?
You know I don't find that amusing.
Who is that? I was so afraid that this thing is going to bite his, you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. I see the
meant
butt.
to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Oh my gosh, look at the scars. Who is this girl? You can see her
So,
butt.
Later then.
See you later.
Ooh. Wow. What a passionate kiss they had. Oh my gosh. Sexy body. Who is this lady? Okay. Oh, is this the same lady as the one we saw during the cutscene? I know I have a lot of questions because I don't know who are they. I'm totally new to this game. Welcome to the tutorial. Welcome to the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And by the way, this game soundtrack is very nice. Yeah, it is like love at first sight. I never hear this game soundtrack before, but after I have started listening to this, I feel so calm. Yeah, it's a very good soundtrack. This tutorial will introduce the game's core elements. Each message will be saved in the glossary. To disable tutorial messages, go to the option menu. I do need to have tutorials because I never played this game before. Use visual sensors to find the key to the bedroom door. Okay. I see there's a minimap. Okay, minimap in the upper right hand corner of your display. You find the objectives underneath the minimap. Okay. L2. Use for highlight. So I'm a witcher. Oh, so that lady is Yennefer. Okay, I see red thing. If you want to examine an item, okay, press X.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
Oh, so it's her jewelry. Ooh. Wow, nice. Is he a witch? He can just like poof. Okay. I'm so sorry guys if you guys heard a lot of background noise. I just feel so sorry. How I wish I can record this in a very silent place. In a very quiet place. Okay, examine. Go to the lower level. Walk to them and press X. Can I go talk to... What's her name again? Oh, what's this? Examine.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Undergarments. Oh yes, her name Yennefer. She's so funny. Undergarments. But I see her undergarments are also black.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
She's really beautiful. Wanna stay with you for a little longer. Yeah, right. Okay, let's just flirt with her for a while.
I missed you a lot.
And I missed you. But we'll have plenty of time to make up for that. Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Ah, what a lovely romantic moment between both of them. Okay, unlock doors. I hope I don't miss anything here. I already pressed L2 to okay, one more, this one. The wasp. Let's examine
You're running out
this.
of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Alright. Any objects that I can interact more? I don't think so. Can I go out first? Let's see.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
This is indeed beautiful. Wow. 1 p.m. Okay, let's go to the lower level first. Open the door. What? Okay. Ah. Okay, here's the cutscene.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
I
Guess
love
she prefers practice to theory.
I love the soundtrack so much.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too.
Damn it. Had her taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls. Wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Okay. Don't get mad at her.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
I'll see you below too. I don't know who is that guy again.
Wrong. Ooh. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
She is Ciri. Her voice is cute. Oh.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
I want to see her face.
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold.
Ooh.
You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Is she a kid? I thought she's an adult. Apologies, not enough. Better not. Okay.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Yes, I want the tutorial. Begin.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Well, her skills is good because she was blindfolded. Yeah. Okay, it's circle.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
Careful, falling from a great height can lead to injury. Alright.
Ciri, cut it out.
Okay. I can sprint. Oh no, oh no. Oh, what's this? I just press L1 and this thing appear. Deals fire damage, meditation. Okay, I'll see that later. Maybe we will have a tutorial for that.
Run into trouble? Should I turn back and help you?
I want to talk to you, but you are running so fast. I guess she's a kid. Where should we go? Oh, there.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
Okay, cutscene time. Scars on the face.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
What we saw out of this? Could have said you did the exercise while Vesemir was asleep. Yeah, this.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Of course, begin combat.
Should work on the basics. Even
Yes.
skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
I'm a novice. I want to begin
Draw your sword,
training. Witches must be prepared to fight foes of all kinds, be they plate-clad knights.
A few moments later.
Witches are also adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils, and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes. Okay. Okay. Press these to draw your steel sword to shield it. Oh. Okay, press R3 to select a target. When you have a target selected, all your attacks are directed toward it. Okay, this is like to lock the enemy. I see. You don't have to select a target during combat, but doing so can help you focus on a specific opponent. Okay.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Strong strikes now.
Okay, strong.
Never
Strong.
lock your elbow when striking, young lady. Dodge.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Oh, okay. I see. Dodge. What? Okay. Then press X. Oh. To roll out of the way of a blow. I see. Ah, what? Parry is L2 instead of L1?
Who's next? Tomfoolery. Enough.
What am I supposed to parry?
Okay, nice.
Stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte.
Ooh.
Strike. Counter strike.
Press L2 just before your opponent strikes to perform a counter attack. Oh, you cannot do that now. Okay, I thought I need to press square after I press L2. Okay.
Slice your jugular.
Now, young lady, bring the day to a close. We'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Gwent.
L1. What is this? Activate the Gwent sign. Okay. Deals fire damage. To cast this active sign, press R2.
Ciri, Gwen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now
Oh.
watch carefully to see why.
Ooh. The Gwent sign protects you against the damage and certain critical effects.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Oh, okay. So this is Igni sign. Oh wait.
Who's next?
Did I already choose that? Okay.
What the blazes are you doing? See? If not for the Gwen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
The
Come on,
Igni
Geralt. Come
sign,
on.
press L1. Okay. Okay. Telekinetic blast. Okay.
See that, Ciri? Hard will
Oh,
knock any...
I see.
Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this.
I'm so sorry. Axie sign. Okay. Ooh,
Axie can really muddle him.
this is interesting.
Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
Castle. Magic trap. Okay.
See this, Ciri? Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Ciri. Gwen will dampen the blow.
Oh, I have bomb. Step back and throw a bomb at Vesemir by pressing R1. Okay. I hope I can remember all these combats. It's totally so new to me. I need to talk to him. I think. Here. Oh, here. Stand in the highlighted. Okay. Hold R1 and aim at one of the highlighted training poles and release. Like that. Oh, the combat tutorial is now over. Ooh. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop, simply sheath your sword by holding this. Okay.
Fine. Enough. Continue training it with.
Ooh.
Who's next?
Oh man. Oh man. I failed during my tutorial.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
She's indeed a kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
Where is
I'll make
she?
sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
What is that? Looks like someone's head. Indeed.
Vesemir.
Is this like a vision?
Look at this and then White Wolf.
No!
Oh, it's just his dream. Okay, okay. It's just a dream. May 1272. That was just his flashback of the past, maybe?
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
I dreamt. Yes, I want this. I want to tell
Started
him.
in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
There we train with Ciri. Yes.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. And we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared. Attacked Ciri. I couldn't move. Stood there like a stump.
So that is called Wild
It
Hunt.
was just a dream.
Okay, Ciri in my dreams might mean she's in danger.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri appeared in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Their eyes is like cat eyes. So special. Okay, time to go.
Be dawning soon.
Yes.
Time to go.
Time to move.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Unicorn exists in this game? Stuffed unicorn. He used it as I want this.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. Certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Ah, shit. Monsters. Life on the continent and in the Scalich Isles is nasty, brutish, and short. War lays waste to the land, and those it spells life in fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and village. Monsters are shown with a silver health bar above their heads, indicating that you should fight them with your silver sword. Oh, okay. Silver sword. Then how do I... Oh my gosh. Go to hell! Okay. These ghosts are level 1. Can I use my this? Yes, these. Bread and water, what's that? Oh shit! Adrenaline points. Striking opponents generates adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allow you to perform special attacks that require and consume adrenaline points. Your adrenaline points slowly decline when you are not engaged in combat. Okay.
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Alright. Let me read this tutorial first. You can regenerate vitality by eating or drinking, okay, or meditating for at least 1 hour.
A few moments later.
Eat and regenerate. Okay. To have your horse come to you, press L3. Oh, alright. I want to eat. Can I eat? Okay, I have eat now. Let's loot. I wanna loot first. Have I already loot? Okay, I can. Let's take all. Oh, I can pluck plants. What is this? Is this to craft items? I'll just grab whatever I see. Yep. Grab everything. Oh my gosh. Here. Okay. Alright, so this is how we work on it. Press
Ever tell
X.
you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Witches spend most of their time on the road in search of their next contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountain peaks, and through thick bogs. Luckily, Geralt, I think his name is called Geralt or Geralt, I think.
A few moments later.
Have Roach come to you, press. Okay, I know about that.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No.
Ooh, I also
It
have
upset him too.
stamina.
His theory collapsed.
Hey. Another way. Go back. The screen rotation is really fast. Double press and hold. Okay.
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going.
What are the red
Take it
thing
easy.
on the minimap? Is that enemies? Okay.
Come on.
I didn't really concentrate on what they both were talking because I was busy focusing on how to ride the horse and to gallop sometime later.
Help me!
Oh, somebody needs help. Oh my freaking gosh, who is eating that horse? Oh my gosh. Kill this monster. Yeah, save the horse. Oh, careful. It's a lion, half bird, half lion. Wow. Half bird, half lion. Oh, he's hurt. Are you okay?
Has it gone?
Yes, it's gone.
Yeah,
Taken
come out.
your horse.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly.
Yeah.
Griffins like to toy with their prey.
Oh.
Eat it alive, piece by piece.
That creature is Griffin.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us a thing. We could use a few crowns. Can I choose this?
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this.
I wanted to choose the
Here.
first option. Oh, okay, so crowns is their
Back to the trail.
money.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there. Muddled.
You seek someone?
Yeah, a woman.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But
He's referring to
there's an inn
Yennefer.
here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Follow Vesemir. Go to the table in White Orchard. What's that? Oh. Press, okay. Then... Oh, Cyrilla, Fiona. Oh, I can see each of their profiles. Her hair color and date of birth seem rather incidental now, don't they? Okay, this is interesting, but I guess I'll be reading this off camera. Yeah, I wanna read all of their backgrounds. Oh, I can craft. I have a lot of these, but I don't know that is... Okay. That's a lot of things for me to learn here. Meditation. Meditate until 5 AM. This is like sleeping. I think so. It's like resting. Yeah, it's indeed resting. Okay. Can I back? Okay, that's back. And my horse.
Run, Roach.
Come on,
So,
Roach.
a griffin this close to the village. Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard.
Ah, I didn't get to read
As soon as
that.
we
Oh
learn
my
it.
gosh. I was busy galloping my horse. Oh well.
Slow now. Whoa.
Okay, we have arrived at this place. Ooh, careful! You almost spilled the drinks.
What?
Yeah, what?
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My eyes,
course it is.
My ass. Why this needs to take down? To avoid trouble? What kind of trouble?
What? Witches?
Yes, witches are here.
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Watch what you talk.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Yeah.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
I've just marked, okay, the icon. We'll open the shop panel. This. Okay, looking for a woman. Wait a minute, I wanna see this. Maybe I'll just say pretty busy place then.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Okay. There a contract on the griffin.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Okay, show me what you got.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
I wanna explore this first. Before we ask her, did she see anyone? That lady. Okay, okay. Shopkeeper. Ooh. Can I buy potions? Oh, did I sell it? Oh my gosh. No, no, no. I want that. Oh my gosh. I want that. Please, please. I want this. Bye, bye. Oh my gosh. How much crowns that I have? Okay, 256. Gwent card. What is this card for? Herbal. I don't have that. This one. Tawny Owl. Accelerate stamina regeneration. Do you sell Tawny Owl? Oh, okay. So this is how we navigate these. I want to buy more chicken. This is 75. What about eggs? Okay, this is much cheaper. Okay, let's buy this. Ooh, I only have 22 crowns now. Okay, I need to save money. Okay, looking for a woman.
Looking for a woman?
Yes.
Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white, riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, Lilac and Gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Okay. Dialogue options mark that icon will end the conversation. Alright. Okay, thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything.
Ooh, what a cute cat! I don't know why we always see cats in video games. Every video games will have
Bandage
cats
that up.
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
instead of
And I'll ask about
dogs.
Yennefer.
Yennefer, yeah.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the
As
field.
travelers. Can I talk to Wesemir again?
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Okay, been on the path for half a year now.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Okay, see you. Let
See you
me
later,
go
Wesemir.
ask around. Okay, talk.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Hey, manners, okay? Manners. Options mark. Okay, we'll make use of the axis sign. This sign influences people's mind, causing them to act according to your view. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversation, invest in the delusion ability in the character panel. I want to try this. Talk now.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Ooh.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I do that to your mind as well. Just shut up. This is
Be
nice.
gone.
Can I?
Will not talk to you.
Oh, he's
I,
mad.
Oh, I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Take the hooch.
Yeah.
It's wizardry.
Asa.
Something else you'll be needing.
Okay. Nymph Guardians treating you well.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's
Okay,
there to
Nymph
like?
Guardian.
It's the
Okay.
same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant them that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Okay. Farewell.
Farewell.
I want to pet you, cat. Okay, I've just talked to them. Can I go and use something shiny here? Stash. You can store weapons, armor, and junk into your stash. Okay. You can access your stash in a number of places throughout the world. Items stored in a stash in one location will be available in all other locations as well. Okay, let's see this. I see. Okay, but I don't think I'll be needing this right now because my inventories are still okay. It's not full yet. Let's talk.
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why
Yeah.
not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not.
Long
Unlike
hair.
the populace,
I have long
I
hair
know
too.
the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
But I'm not wearing black and white. I'm wearing black and orange. Okay, enough of joke. Why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Okay, go back to your books while you still can. Write about the war, what it's really like. Yes.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend. No tenure to gain. End notes to compile. First soldier you see will kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots.
Okay. Horsewoman of war, what do you mean?
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Won't make it to Novigrad yet.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Okay. Farewell.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
What is that? Okay. Game of Gwent? What is that? Let's try this out.
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Yes. Gwent tutorial. Ooh. Is this like a card games? Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game, yes indeed, that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. You go first. Starting hand. To begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use this wisely. Huh? Then how? This is a unique card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. This is the unit's combat role icon. This icon indicates the role on the battlefield where the card can be played. Close combat, range combat, siege combat. Okay. Some unique cards have special abilities. This Quadroni, I guess. Siege experts. Okay. This tutorial is referring to the current card. Yeah. Moral boost, which grants 1 strength to all units in the same role. Weather cards. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on battlefield, use including your own. Okay, so
Later.
At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But let's skip that for now and go straight to play. Yes, I want to play. Here is the battlefield. This is your side. Alright. Okay, I know. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing square. Press X to select a card from your hand, and press X again to place it on the battlefield. I want to play. Let me try. Should I go for this? Let's try this. Nope. Maybe this. Like that. Okay. The number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of your units. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. At the end of a round, the player with the highest total strength wins. So, during your turn, you can pass by holding down triangle. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with the units you already have in play, or to let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. End of round. A round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare the total strength of their units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players' total strength is reset to 0. Opponent's turn, yes. Oh, 5 as well. Your turn. I want this. Yes. I have 9. Oh, you have 9 as well. Okay, good job. What about this? Yeah. I have 15. Let's see. Can I try this? Oh, wait. This. Yes. Adds +1 to all units in road, excluding itself. Okay. I hope I win. Oh, I've been freeze. I've been freeze. What about mine? Can I do that to his? Yeah. He's 9. Oh my gosh, your opponent has passed. Oh shit. I need more. What about this? If I'm to die today, I wish to. Okay. 13. Okay. This. I hope this is the way to play. Should I put all? Okay, let's try to put all. Should I pass? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at these. Pass then. Pick an impenetrable fog card from your attack and play it instantly. Okay, apply it. Ooh. The player who loses a round also loses a life gem. The game is over once the player has lost both life gems. Oh, okay, I still have one. Ooh, I won! This is beginner's luck. Okay, Northern Realms. What? I haven't read that. Okay. Place next to a card with the same name to double the strength of both cards. Round pass. That's quick. He has 2. Oh my gosh. Ooh. My opponent won. Damn it. We are fair now. What the hell? This is not even a beginner's luck, guys. There is no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Yeah, I placed all the cards, damn it, for the first round. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards immune to the effects of special cards. Okay. Acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors. Oh well, bad one.
Well, it's not a game for everyone. Requires an analytical mind.
So this means I don't have any analytical mind.
Wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Okay. I was just too focused on finding Yennefer, and that is why I lost the game. Okay. What about you?
Looking for a woman.
Yes.
Like everyone. Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Okay, fine. I'll have a drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Oh my gosh, my video capture card is blinking. It's full, guys.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I need to transfer my video files into another drive.
20 minutes later.
Okay, I am back. I have transferred my videos into another drive, so yeah, I'm back. Okay, how do you know Yen? Who might you be? Okay, this.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Okay. Where's she?
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Of course it's about love.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
Okay, Lilac and Gooseberries. Ask the new guardians about Yennefer. Can I see the world map? Open it. Yeah. Stash. Innkeep. Notice board. What is this arrow pointing to? Oh, I need to come to this place. Wow, this is pretty far away. Okay, guys. I am going to stay here for today. And it is really something new for me. And I really need to familiarize with the combats that I've learned just now. I hope the more I progress, the more I improve. Okay, and I see that cute little cat is over there. Yeah. Okay guys, and if you guys enjoy for today's episode, don't forget to give me a like and leave your comments down below to tell me your useful tips and what should I explore and what should I not do. Yeah. And also do give me tips about how to play Gwent cards, game cards. Yeah, because I lost for my first try. That was very embarrassing because I'm really bad at card games. Yes.
Later.
This is cute. Why are you afraid of me? How I wish I can get to pet this cat. Okay. Yes, this cat is terrified of me. Okay guys, I am going to stay here for today and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the second episode of this game. Bye!